In the news, Akwa Ibom State Governor charges political leaders to engage in farming. Traditional rulers in our Park local government area commend the transition chairman for the development in the area. Plus, Nigerians advocate intensive awareness program on cholera outbreak in rural areas. Good evening to you and thanks for joining us on our news. My name is Utabe Achibong. A reminder that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times, Channel 103, and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Nta Uyo, has called on all political leaders across the state to show example by engaging in farming to help curb the increasing cost of foodstuff in the market. The governor made this call as he joined others to observe State Farm Day. Kelvin Samuel reports.
First and third Fridays of every month is declared State Farm Day in Akwa Ibom State by the governor. This is part of measures towards the actualization of the agricultural revolution part of the Arise agenda, which is aimed at ensuring that the state not only produce what it consumes, but also at export quantity.
And what I've seen here is just amazing. Tomatoes, cucumbers, okra, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, cassava, and with all of this, if we replicate it in our various wards, the ward chairman, ward leaders, political leaders, I will build the youth should say I'm building myself.
To encourage farmers and have a first-hand knowledge of progress, the governor visits some farms in the state for inspection.
We shouldn't have an excuse not to grow the food we eat. God has been so gracious and merciful to us.
With the level of progress at different farms visited, the state will no doubt witness drastic reduction in the cost of food items in the near future. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, Nta News.
And a total of 600 elderly persons have benefited from the state government financial support, while 2,984 persons have so far benefited from the different agricultural programs. These were part of data presented to the governor during July State Executive Council meeting. Again, Samuel Kelvin reports.
Addressing Government House correspondents shortly after the meeting, Commissioner for Information in Mobong says that Governor Uyo has directed that Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic and College of Science and Technology should be prepared for the accreditation of all the courses they undertake, while training of permanent secretaries was also approved by the council.
100 public secondary schools and 30 public primary schools have received agricultural inputs. 600 elderly persons have benefited from the state government's financial support. 2,195 people who were within the multidimensional poor category have been scaled out of that category through various government programs. 4,600 persons were engaged, either skilled or unskilled, and they have been engaged in different sectors of the economy. 229.411 kilometers of roads with footing bridges and 3 underground drainage discharge systems have been constructed in the past 1 year. 37.7 kilometers of roads, feeder roads, have been constructed in rural areas and communities around the state.
The state's medium-term expenditure framework was presented and adopted by the council after detailed deliberations.
16,522 patients have benefited from the free medical healthcare outreach sponsored by the state government. 48,797 students have benefited from the payment of the West African Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination for them. 4,603 people have benefited from different entrepreneurship schemes of the state government. 3,583 retirees, both from the state and local government services, have received their retirement benefits to the tune of 18.234 billion as at May 2024.
The meeting, which was presided over by the governor, had in attendance the State Deputy Governor, Secretary to State Government and other members of the State Executive Council. From the Government House, Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, Nta News.
Meanwhile, Governor Moino has expressed willingness to welcome inputs from experts in entertainment and tourism industry that will help convert the ongoing reclamation of Ewet Gully erosion into world-class tourist attraction in the state. The governor made the call during a tour around the facility with some prominent personalities in the sector. Kelvin Samuel reports.
Those who knew the negative impacts of this gory erosion that threatened to wipe out the entire neighboring community will be shocked to see what the place has turned into today. The concept, according to the governor, is to become a world-class facility on completion that will create thousands of jobs and attract millions of tourists into the state.
This place will create thousands of jobs for our people. This place will create entertainment. This place will create tourism, and that's the beauty of this kind of facility. And the work is going on well. Anytime I am bored or tired sitting down, I just come out here to stretch. So it's already achieving something.
An entertainment doyen and founder of the Silverbird Groups, Senator Ben Bruce, having gone round the site, says the initiative is incredible and capable of drawing in the world's wealthiest population to the state with its golf course.
And it's just been incredible. It's safe, it's beautiful, it's Africa, and I think it's one of the most incredible projects you can have. And look at the contour. And like I said to him, you took a bad situation and you turned it into a great situation. He has a great builder, the quality of work is first class, and I truly believe when this is ready, sometime this year or next year, even me will buy a small bungalow here myself.
The project is expected to be ready on or before December 2024. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, Nta News.
People say for a break, more stories will come your way after the timeout. Do stay.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
The body is made up of 60% of water. Mela table water provides good quality drinking water the body needs and is uniquely satisfying. Mela table water is produced and packaged by Amela Enterprises, Plot 80 Itam Industrial Area, Itu, Akwa Ibom State. It comes in sachet, 35, 50, 75 cl table water and dispensing jar. For inquiry and booking, call 0704 576 6325. Mela table water, naturally sourced and consumer friendly.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this guy cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure, because Who no go?
No go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check 'em all, make you dey sure.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badge Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Welcome back to the rest of our stories. Nigerians are advocating aggressive and intensive awareness program at the grassroots on the outbreak of cholera and the preventive measures. Correspondent who spoke with some residents reports that most rural dwellers are yet to adopt common practices to prevent the outbreak of the disease.
I've heard that there is cholera outbreak.
Yes, I am aware.
While these Nigerians resident in Akwa Ibom State are aware of the presence of cholera in some states of the Federation, it is their prayer that the Akwa Ibom State will not be listed amongst those with cases of cholera. According to experts, cholera is an acute diarrhea infection caused by ingestion of contaminated food or water. They identify excessive watery stool and vomiting, which leaves the body dehydrated as common symptoms.
The person will usually die of dehydration. Dehydration is the main thing, the fluid and electrolytes in the body. The body system is made up of about 70% of water. And if somebody loses to like 50%, the person is down. So dehydration. Dangerous sign.
However, cholera can be prevented and properly managed if swift action is taken.
As a mother or as a parent, you have to ensure that your environment is clean. You look out for your children or for your child. You ensure that they don't pick things into their mouth unnecessarily. The key message is hand washing. Hand washing is one simple activity that prevents a lot of diseases. And what we do is to teach the women on the correct way to wash their hands effectively.
They should wash their hands before eating and after eating. Even the fruits that they should wash it, and personal hygiene.
The people are appealing to the relevant authorities to carry out sensitization program, especially in the rural communities, to help residents be well informed about the pandemic.
I want the government to come in to do some health program and make provision for the health workers to go around and help people to be able to control the diarrhea.
People who are still inside the village, they are not aware. So they should make a lot of mobilization. They should mobilize inside the village so that some of them will know about these things. Because some of the mothers will just boil things like that and eat without checking. Even some of these fish, you have to cook it well before they eat. So we need a lot of hand for government to help to mobilize inside the village so that they can help those women inside the village and the children. That's what we are pleading government to help us, to make people inquiring. People should go inside the village and mobilize
Experts believe that it is the duty of everyone to join government to eliminate the killer disease through proper hygiene. In Uyo, Utobe Achibong, NTA News.
Traditional rulers in Abak local government area are commending the transition chairman Ekerete Inyang for the existing peace and development in all the 5 clans of the local government area. John Paul Alumuna reports that the royal fathers made the commendation during their meeting, where a communique was also issued.
The meeting of the traditional rulers in Abak local government area, which was presided over by the Panama ruler Akuku Savior Sylvester Udofia, was an opportunity for the royal fathers to deliberate on important issues for the peace, unity, and development of the local government area. The Panama ruler of Abak local government area notes that the meeting became necessary following the need to toe the path of wisdom to discourage crisis and restiveness in the area, hence their endorsement of the transition chairman based on his track records. Akuku Dofia calls on all the sons and daughters of Abak to queue behind Apostle Ekerete Inyang to enable him complete his good works in Abak local government area.
The Traditional Rulers Council see the need to endorse him for a second term because the politician and the party have been soon to a Vagabond clan. Based on that, the Traditional Rulers Council have endorsed him today because of his good work.
In their various submissions, the clan heads of Abak, Edene, Midim, Afahobon, and Otorabak all extol the leadership qualities of the transition chairman, Apostle Ekerete Inyang, and insist that the infrastructural and human capital development, as well as peace and security currently in the area, needs to be sustained for the good of the people.
Discussing him today, we don't want trouble.
Yeah.
The politicians should hold their peace. Our governor is a peace-loving governor.
He tried very well. And I so much thank God how they bring second term in local government in Abak. Because that 3 years, nobody can do things in 3 years. That's why all the family of Farabong, I convince them to come and witness today that they want to be a president as the second chairman of our Abak local government.
This event is very significant. It is the first time in the history of Abak that the traditional rulers have come to endorse him. And I know that it is because of the performance.
I want him to repeat his government. We love him because of his activities, what he has done for Abak local government.
Let women be carried along. We want good representation.
The traditional coordinators of the 5 clans and other chiefs took their turns to commend the transition chairman, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, and the State Governor for the synergy and transformation they brought to the people.
We wholeheartedly endorse him to fulfill the second term, thereby completing the 2-term tenure rotation for our Farabong clan.
The transition chairman of Abak local government area expressed gratitude to the royal fathers for endorsing him for a second term and promised to reciprocate the gesture.
Overwhelmed with happiness today. It's a very wonderful day. It's a day that will remain indelible in my heart. It's a day I will never forget. And this is a day that when I remember, I'll put more effort to make sure I put things right and good and allowed God to, allowed peace to reign in the back of my people.
High point of the event was the official endorsement of the transition chairman by all the traditional rulers in Abak local government area. From Abak, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
To end the news, another look at the major stories. Akwa Ibom State Governor has charged political leaders to engage in farming. Traditional rulers in Abak local government area have commended the transition chairman for development in the state. You also heard in the news that Nigerians are advocating intensive awareness program on cholera outbreak in rural areas. Thanks for being a part of our bulletin tonight. The news continues in Ibibio with Uwemedi Moss Samson. Have a good evening.
Ai wuru kara Akwa Ibom State abo yak me adai wurgen kambre politics ekene senirem kutoingwang. Membong ipai songgen ko karabak eko mati wuru bukuren ko karal nangar pendaka irongado. Bonowo kirut nyen nebeni nam erok mesri rong kiri nam nom bonowo eriong ebanga urongo utara. Akwa Ibom mi komo anyang mi adu wemedi mo samsan yai kom membok nyen sini nom mufoken lubre yomi. Mbawa nam no eriong ebo kibat mbon usong ikie itioke eriau fon eto iberem akok ame ukarasteremi enoro kini awo 1000 iba ikie usoke dienang minang erembon siriau fon itu nutam utoingwang ye ukbembo ame ukarasteremi ko enoro. Ami ada mention siung boy kebenne ewuradai wuru kara state ami kembono me akamandu temu kara steremi ekenya gaga fiong itiaba ami yai kumbogami mfon. Nangakeni ya neme ye kombok ke mai kenia mbono ema a commissioner asegam kpobanga ndutemu swani tipka Akwa Ibom State ini ememebong amabo kedai wuru kara Akwa Ibom State Nta Uyo abo yaku fong wit ntai fiok umiau kwak ame Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic ye College of Science and Technology ebe ngidem ebet urepe ndaga ebe gino ufong wit adu ekoto accreditation nko kembonodo emaino unyemme kebangake erino me permanent secretaries ukbe mpo nko emai wat mwet kebangake akok ame ukara ebiata enampo enyongeno nkaiso kubono mpo mo kembonodo nko ame me akama ndutum ukara ekeniega kafiongomi adu araiwood ukara Akwa Ibom State akera rusong kembonodo Oriana dai wuru kara eitung weru kara state ami korom mention sio akamandu tem ke state ami emaiba akemibat Mbono wo kirut nyen etang iko ebanga usong edikpan udongo utoro awogo atara kefat ingkana irut nyen iragami enyong enam mbono wo ediong ebanga uto udongo mi akpan kemme esrirong yaikum bogomi oyogo
Kini ndusoko webo ke mimomini fyoki banga ke udongo utoromi abanga amoebo ke ado kamimori kan bokuto udongo mi idi wogo stenyen ke Akwa Ibom danga menta ke fangsong iremetang ebo ke udongo utoromi ado udongo antukuna mudongo kemeke diben nowo ide ke mbono wimi tamme ndidi ammo ikama yaga fon nko ke fon yagunie ntokoyen goro mubono wo ke fandaga ekrebo ke mimomi yubong dion awi bennem pok isong isen kinwa enam kan kok mo asana ke musongodo mi edikan boke mbono wo enien song idem ebo ke musongoba edikpan udongo utoromi adogo edinam yamenkan kok asara manan yubok nam mempo abono ke itien tekbe nan tebono kini kere woro amma soge dianu yo ekuru kara ebo yago kare krebo ke mimo iminam yambono wo ke srirong eni fyoge banga utorongon tummi emane nam yammo enu ukbeme amma soge bo ke die ke fre we dianu bo yu kara ke kemedisio utorongo minyong miku yo utbe achibong akombuk entie
Ukang nyen tembok nyen kendo bre yomi atre ronyong medu wemedi mo sam sene sesonga kempang utong asiere